And right on top the word volume, please. Volume. Okay. Now volume, remember, is how many, area is how many squares something has. Volume is three-dimensional, and it is how many cubes it takes to fill up something. How many cubes? And it's good to remember, reflect upon, you know, the size of the cube is reflective of what dimension you're using. For example, a cubic centimeter is awful small. No bigger than that. 1 centimeter cubed. A cubic inch would be bigger. It's about something like that. You know, a cubic foot would be 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. It looks something like this. Okay, so it's all. And a cubic mile would be very big. You know, mile by a mile by a mile. Now, the formula we have used, here's where your life changes. Okay, really everything we've done up until now has been like rectangular prisms, like this thing right here. The volume of a rectangular prism. Remember what that formula was? It's a pretty simple one. Not a whole lot to it. A second, let's get this thing recollaborated. Volume of rectangular prism, let's say this was 8 and 4 and 2. The volume of a rectangular prism is, oh please, Aiden, tell me you know.
Length times width.
There you go. Length times width times height. Okay, so if you have a rectangular prism, life is good. That's the formula you can use. Volume equals, and it doesn't matter actually which one you call the length, it doesn't matter which one you call the width, and it really technically doesn't matter which one you call the height, simply because the whole loaf of bread theory, I could cut this shape 3 different ways and still get equal slices of bread, depending on what you're looking for. So the volume here equals, let's do this, it is 64 inches cubed. Cubic inches, 64 of those inches. Now, are you ready for your life to be changed? Okay. The volume for anything else, any other solids. Well, I guess we should say prisms. Any other prisms. This is what volume is. Volume equals the area of the base times the height of the shape, which, if you abbreviate it in letter form, simply is this. Volume equals, sorry, struggling again. Volume equals BH. Got that? And the things you must remember with that are these. The base is, that's that whole loaf of bread theory. The height of the shape is what you have to be very careful with, because the height of the shape is the area, the height that is, it has to be perpendicular to the base. Okay, that has to be true. Some of this won't make sense until we do an example, and then you'll go, oh, it still doesn't make sense. Okay, let me give you a shape to talk about. Let's do this shape here. I need a whole different piece of paper. By the way, you'll need to sketch these out. Luckily for you, we did isometric drawings, so you'll kind of get the gist of this. If I have this shape that looks like this, see how good you are at drawing stuff. I should let you use isometric paper for all these, then maybe you'd enjoy this. Let's say I've got a block the shape of the letter T, and it is 8 by 2, 8 by 2 by 2 by 3 by 8 by 2. Let's just take a deep breath. Thank you, Charlie, for taking a deep breath. Even though it was a yawn, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie did take a deep breath. Okay. This is going to make you sad because I expect a lot from you. If you are given this problem, I expect to see a lot of work from you because this is a lot of steps and a lot of thinking. And let me remind you again, children, okay, I take a lot of us homework problems away from you with the expectation that you will show me a lot of work for the ones you do. For example, you did how many problems yesterday?
6.
6. Okay, you could have done 30, which would have taken you a little bit longer. All right, so here's what I see. The first thing you would do is you would sketch this. And we did that, including label, including all of the dimensions. The second thing you will do is, anybody want to know? Come on, you should be able to guess. Charles?
Find the area.
Nope. Chloe? Thank you. Write the formula. And the formula for this thing is volume equals BH. That is pretty simple. Okay? Third thing is, well, now I've got the formula, I have to establish what the base and the height are. Well, in the loaf of bread theory, what shape is the base of this? Brady. If it was a loaf of bread, how would I cut it so that I always get the same shape? And what shape would that be?
Rectangle.
I don't believe it's a rectangle. It'd be an awkward looking sandwich, but it would always be this shape, Kevin. It'd be the shape of a T. So this really is what you should do. Volume equals, you should draw the shape of the base. Okay, it is a T, which the dimensions of it are 2 by 3 by 8 by 2. And to that, I am going to multiply that by the height. And I would strongly suggest, before you do the rest of the problem, you establish what the height is. Because I can tell you what happens to most kids is they get so wrapped up, because this is a complex, compound, whatever, combined shape, they find the area of this, they get lost in the problem, they get the area of it right, but they forget the last step, which is to multiply it by that h there. So I would strongly encourage you, as you write this down, to write down what is the height. If the base is the letter T, how tall is the shape? Again, if you set it on the base, what dimension is perpendicular to that, Riv? 2. So whatever you get for that area, you're going to multiply by 2. Just don't forget to do that. Okay. Now we got to find the area of this shape here. And again, it's a complex shape. I should have drawn it a little bigger. I'll draw it bigger over here, just so we can look at it. This was 8, this was 2, this was 3, this was 8, this was 2. Let's cut this bad boy like this. What is the area of that rectangle? It is a 2 by 8 rectangle, which is 16. And here again, I caution you on this next one. You're looking for this rectangle right here. Let's go with a nice. You're looking for this rectangle right here, which is 2, but it is 8 right from here. What is it from there to there? 8. So the area of the second rectangle is 16. What is my total area? 32. Total area equals 32. And that's what you plug in right here. 32 times 2 for my volume And then I would get the volume is 64, whatever that is. Let's go centimeters cubed. So all of that stuff I would very much appreciate seeing on your paper in response for the teacher not bogging you down with hours and hours and hours of homework. Let's do one more. Matter of fact, I might let you try one on your own. How about this one? Let's say your shape looks like this. It's just your garden variety, this shape. What does it look like? And it goes like this. It goes like that. And it goes like that. You go straight down. Good chunk. Good chunk. Good chunk. Good chunk. Good chunk. Let me get some dimensions on that. 10, 20, 15, 12. 10, 20, 15, 12. You have 12. Sure. Let me give you a second to see if you can follow those steps I just gave you and see if you can find the volume of that. Let's make these in feet, I guess. Feet, 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 feet. Showing all of those steps I just gave you, if you could very much find the volume of that. Find the volume. Feel free just to step by step. It's not a long process. You might have to do a little calculating on your own. But I think you can handle it. There are some pictures. Charles, don't fall asleep on me now, sir. Wait till after the assignment's given. At least then you get what you pay for. Rev, you got the answer already? Or do you? No, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying you got other people who look like they haven't started. Daniel, you got the answer yet? Yeah. Aiden? Got one to live? Love it. Samuel? Not yet. How far have you got an answer? Alright, without any further ado, let's see, this is what she would look like. Alright, I already sketched it for you there. So volume equals big B times H. Volume equals, what is the shape of that big B? Well, it's the shape that looks like this. This is the lower head. This right here is the base. And to that, I'm going to multiply the height, which is 10. Got that? So I just need to find the area of this shape right here. The area of the base. Here's where you might run into trouble here. So you find the area of this, add the area of that to it. Well, unfortunately, the area of this is 20, but it doesn't tell me the area of this, or the length of that, but I can figure that out because this line is the same as this line put with this line, which is the same as this line put with this line. So hopefully, everybody got this as being 27, yes? Uh-oh.
Yes.
12 plus 15. 12 plus 15 is 27. Or if you didn't get it, hopefully you see that now. So the area of this is 270. Now I need to add the area of this little block right here, which is 12 by 12, and that is 144. Adding the 270 plus the 144, I get, it looks like 414. Now that's not my answer because remember that just goes right here. Volume equals 414 times 10. Volume is going to equal 4,140 feet cubed. Anybody get that? Oh boy. Maybe I did it wrong. Okay. Oh, wait, what did I do wrong?
You multiplied it by 10.
That's what I would like.
Yeah, I did.
Oh wait, what did I multiply by what?
You multiplied 27.
Oh, I'm sorry. It should be 20 times 27. You're right. 540? Does that make more sense?
Yeah.
Sorry. It was 540. So this is 540. So this is 48. It's 6 times 10. 6840. Is that better?
Yes.
It's been a long day. How many people got it right now? Alright. That helps a little better. If you didn't get it right, ask me question why besides teacher incompetence. What did you not get? Did you not get how to find the area of that base by adding those lines together? That's kind of commonsensical. You see now how you would get it? We'll stop there before I make another big mistake.